Alright, I said I was gonna do a part two, and well, part two's here because I got my case. I got my second case locally. It's time to get ripped straight into it. Um, this is the last case I'm gonna open. Probably the last box, honestly. Unless I get like a really good price on other boxes. But otherwise, man, two cases. Never thought I'd get a case of Nikke. That's for sure. Oh, sorry, never thought I'd get a case of UA. That's for sure. Because the value's fucking dog shit. But, I'm a gambler. Whatever. This is what I put my month's pay into. Hey, first pack, Altar Alice. This is nice. We pulled the Modernia Anise and the Scarlet from the first case. So getting this Anise now, very nice. Assuming it's not like, if it's like seeded maybe, depending on what you pull. That's pretty good, right? Surely I pull a different 2-star. The goal here is to pull a different 2-star, that's for sure. I got the Rupee from the other one, but I got the Scarlet AP. If I get the same AP, that's actually fine with me. Sorry, I got to rearrange it like this because I know the commons are going to fill up very, very fast. I'll do like this, and then this. All right, there we go. But yeah, going off last time, I pulled the Rupee AP and then the Scarlet, the Scarlet AP, the Rupee 2-star. Goal is to pull a different one. I pulled the Lapis 2-star from a pre-release, so the goal is to also get something different from that. First SR, so hopefully something new, question mark. Basically this one just also refilling SRs. I've been moving a lot of my SRs, surprisingly. Not all of them, but a good amount. Technically I could move all of them, but I also want to build a deck for myself, man. And if I buy 2 cases and I have to get fucking SRs for myself, I'm killing myself for sure. So I have to keep a playset for myself. Especially after this. I should have a more than a playset for myself. And then everything else can just sell off. Oh, but yeah. Based on TC market prices, there are sales on like most, if not all, the SRs already. First AP. And then most of them are about what I expected. They're like $5 or less. I already knew that SRs were going to be cheap. The problem is that SRs in general are really cheap. None of this is meta also. So the only reason to open for the set is to specifically pull for alt-arts. With how many people are actually realistically opening boxes of this set, though, SRs will be very, very cheap. This is good for the budget players. However, the budget players should be looking at any other deck because all these are fucking dog shit. They have zero consistency. Their end board game plans are really fucking ass. You are basically never beating any meta decks ever in any capacity except if they solely brick. Otherwise, though, you're just playing these for fun and you're just trying to get alt-arts. We'll have to keep seeing the SRs, though. Last case, every box had 6 SRs. I wonder if that's the same case here. We'll see it. Who knows? I might get proven wrong in this box. I only have 2 SRs so far, so. Second AP, not foil, of course. Again, I wish they had different ratios for the goddamn 2 stars and above. Sorry, pulling 1 is still fucking garbage. Too many of my shops, I went to the pre-releases, and like, hey, the case hit was already hit, the 2 stars. No one is going to keep going for boxes just to get the AP foils. Technically, the AP foils are worth it because generally waifus are worth it and expensive. Lapis, that's very nice. Because usually the AP foils with women on it are worth a lot more. However, that's still not enough incentive for people to remotely go for them. Because at the same time, you have to find buyers for them. And it's not like it's impossible to, but do you really want to keep going for a 1 single hit? If the 2 stars already hit, you have 16 boxes in the case. Someone gets lucky, first 2 boxes, they hit a 2-star. Okay, so you have 14 boxes left. Are you really going to try and go through 14 boxes just for a single foil AP? Fuck no. You only go for it if you're just, like, lucky, right? Like, hey, like, packs per win at a shop. Maybe you just happen to get it. But realistically, that's not going to happen. Haha. No 3-stars have been pulled locally, though. But granted, again, this is fairly niche. Not everyone's going to go in on the set. But you will see some people potentially at your locals going for boxes. I've already heard it from some of my friends. They're like, oh man, they're opening Union Arena. They tag me in the Discord. I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised it's Nikke. Obviously, they're going to go for the Gruner set. My hope is the Precious Booster, the way it's, the way it is, ratioed for JP. The hope is no new colors. And that they only add new cards for these colors, the 3 of these. Because, like, I'm going to be real. They could do, like, Neon's really good. They could do, oh my god, it's also one-off. Well, yeah, because This is a one alt box. I only have 2 more packs after this, so this is a one alt box, unfortunately. But yeah, realistically, God, we're just gonna skip to that. We already know. I already saw it at the back in a bit. I already knew it wasn't gonna be a hit. Yeah, hopefully the idea of the precious boost is that we hopefully don't get new colors and just support for these ones, just because, especially since it's a smaller set, it seems like, just for JP it's 4 packs and then 4 packs total. I'm sorry, 4 cards per pack, 10 packs total per box, which is half of the normal numbers for JP. So, okay, really nice Altar Diesel. Okay, good. Yeah, so the idea is that they hopefully just add support for these colors, because new colors really suck. First of all, blue color trigger sucks dick. I don't think there's a deck that really fits the blue color trigger. And also for red, if they had one, red color trigger sucks in general, but red would probably be Heretics, Raptors, and technically there's not really enough to field an entire color set, because usually colors need like a lot of cards and supports. And the fact that they cut out uncommon rarities specifically means that it's not gonna be new colors, it's just gonna be support for these, which I hope that means they add Heretics, because we do have them. But who knows how they want to do this. I mean, it's been that they already fuck up the ratios anyways. I don't even know how much they give a shit, to be honest. I mean, it sells well in JP, but goddamn, in EN, it does not sell well. This is like one of like the worst selling, maybe not the worst selling TCGs, but it's definitely not a great selling one, that's for sure. Hitting that Alts Alice was really nice off the box topper, but man, the fact it's still 3 a case is fucking terrible. However, wow. This is off the top. What the fuck? Well, Altar Viper, I guess. Already. What the hell? That was 2 boxes off the top, too. I'm not diving in. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Yeah, after this, realistically, I should have just done singles. And even now, thinking about it, I do regret getting boxes or cases. But, actually, let me put it there. But I couldn't help myself. This is a set I was always going to go in on anyways. This is regular AP. It's weird, right? Because I want to do a place of every card. Realistically, the most favorable thing to do is to just do a copy of every card, which is really fucking easy. The amount I spent on 2 cases could probably get me a copy of every single card realistically. But I'm a degenerate. I'm only a place of everything. It's a slow grind. I'm not going to finish this for probably another year, if not 2 years, but it is what it is. It's not like we're getting the Precious Boosters in EN anytime soon. By the time they release the Precious Booster in February for JP, if we ever get that, we're never getting that for like a year probably. I would be genuinely surprised if they released it within next year. That would actually be crazy. But I doubt it. The Precious Booster would have to do too much for it. They're already doing that time I reincarnated as a slime as a volume 1 and 2. So, no AP, that's fine. They're already doing that as a volume 1 and 2 as it is to catch them up in terms of power level. The problem with Precious Boosters is that the idea is good, but it really just says that the set is so utterly fucking dog shit that they would have to give the most insane custom cards ever printed just to make the decks playable. Because the biggest problem with every single one of these decks, except yellow kind of, is that they all have really low consistency. Like, you're not outputting your boards very fast. It's too easy to brick. Too many high-cost cards that do not have any payoff. Sorry, the Scarlet from Pilgrims for purple is not that good. You discard 3 cards to make it a double attacker 5k that draws every time. But it's like, you have cards like that exist that do not cost 2 AP. Granted, Scarlet does play active, but guess what? Looks like any single removal kills it. Yeah, it just dies the high removal. Also, again, the payouts not that good because then you end on the Snow White and then that. I guess Rapunzel gets you back to Scarlet, which is nice to recur it, but at the same time, that's not really ending games. You have no impacts, no damage to use in Pilgrim. And then, what? Inherit doesn't... I think they have impact, but it's not enough to carry the set. Like, that's the problem. My issue is just going to be what they put in for the sets because, you don't want it probably to be meta-defining, especially since it's a Volume 2. Because they learned their lesson from SAO Volume 2. They made purple, and that set was so fucking strong. Although, even that feels weird because I've been playing it as proxies for song and progressive, and no offense, but infinite recursion is really cool. But if you don't flood your board at the same time, it's really dog shit. And the only way to really get out more bodies in song is to have the special for it, which you can recur, which is good. But like, the whole setup is like really awkward and weird. It's not like it's consistent with digging through your decks, but getting the right setup is not consistent. And so the deck doesn't necessarily fold to high removal, but turns out it does fold to early game pressure. And even late game pressure, when your opponent has all the big bodies out, like, you just kind of lack in the aggro department, which really sucks. Your deck is a setup deck, basically, and the problem with setup decks is that they just die to any decks, or any players, really, that decide to go full aggro on you. Like, turns out Rush Renji stomps it pretty hard when they can't do anything. Also, this is another one alt box. What the fuck? God, these feel really bad. Ray, Haran, Blanc, Lumilia, and a Noah. Noah's okay. I wish he wasn't really dog shit. I mean, I guess technically she's not dog shit. It gets 1k if a card without triggers hit in your life, but like, she's a 4,500 blocker potentially, which is decently good. Except the problem is, actually, I'm gonna look at that card real quick to just show you. So this Noah, right? It's a card without trigger, is placed from your life area to your sideline, so on your opponent's attack phase. Switches this to active, gets 1,000. However, this is a hard once per turn. My problem with that is that why did they make that a hard one? I guess it's introduction mechanics, right? They didn't know. But man, turns out it's really fucking garbage because like, wow, you get one extra block potentially. But like in the late game, she's only at 3,500 until you hit that extra trigger. So it's like you're never blocking that first attack because in the late game, everyone's like 4Ks and she's 3,500, which is that awkward number. So, like, yeah, you hit a non-trigger, and then, like, you get, like, 4,500, and she goes active, which is cool. So you can block something, but it's, like, the first attack always goes through, basically. That sucks. You also can't really sack bodies. The problem with Inherit is that you can't really sack bodies because you don't flood the board at all. You have non-triggers, so you're definitely not winning off of life gaming. That's for sure. But you are hoping that you can get your setup for your non-trigger effects, but the setup is like way too awkward. There's another Noah also in the deck that's a double blocker, but only if your field has no triggers, which is, man, that card's fucking garbage. Bro, Hashira literally has a Rengoku that's a 4K active trigger and says, hey, if you have 3 other Hashiras / Ubu Yashikis, he's a double blocker. It's like, what the hell? They couldn't give my girl that kind of effect. Non-A alt. That kind of sucks though. Hopefully the Precious Boosters help them. The only awkward thing about the Precious Booster, if the way they do it is to provide support for the 3 colors here, purple, yellow, green, it's going to replace a lot of cards. Realistically, the Precious Boosters will, assuming they give them good support to make them viable decks, you would probably be cutting out like half of your entire deck right now if you've built them. You're cutting out half of your entire deck for the new cards probably. Just because there's no new color to basically take away from the pool of cards. So then all the cards like the SRs, the rares, the commons, they all solely focus on these colors, which means they're focused on both builds. Granted, there are also slightly less cards for each rarity, but yeah, you'd probably be cutting out a lot of cards just to fit those new cards in, mostly because you'd probably be adding triggers, especially for Pilgrims. Holy fuck. But I mean, there's a lot of things to improve on, honestly. Looking at this set, I'm like, damn, the Precious Booster, if they don't add these certain effects for some of these cards or don't give these decks these certain things, it's like, it's still going to be complete dog shit. Also, I didn't really count that last one. Hold on, take out the Rapunzel. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is 6. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like, I mean, granted, I still have more boxes open, but it is looking like it's 6 guaranteed per box, which is interesting. My question is, why couldn't they do this before? The SRs were already worthless anyways. Just keep doing this going forward. Fuck it. Make it more worthwhile. If I'm pulling one alt, at least give me 6 SRs. Fuck it. But yeah, I've been looking at these sets and the ways to improve them, and man, there's just so much to do. First of all, The Rapunzel raid that I just pulled, man, I wish that was not so dog shit. The way she works in the game is that she revives teammates that are KO'd in battle. Like, okay, so what they should have done was just make it so that the Rapunzel on play plays a pilgrim from your sideline to your field. That would not make or break. And fuck it, play it active. Play it active, why not? Again, that would be really good, and it sounds broken, except it's fucking pilgrims. It's still dog shit anyways. Yeah, no AP requirements either. Because even if you get the Scarlet active, it's like, hey, like, you raid that, play that. It gives them a lot more of a... It gives them a better board presence, honestly. And I think that's what the deck really needs, is that they don't really output their board that fast. They're missing too many cards to make it consistent. And then... I don't know. That's the way I would design. That's not the only card. That's not, I mean, again, that's a text change too. They don't errata cards, unfortunately. So the Rapunzel is always going to stay like that. It just lets you grab a character card from your sideline, which is cool. But at the same time, it adds it to your fucking hand. AP is pretty precious. I'm sorry, but I have to use extra. I have to raid that and then use additional AP. What? 2 AP to play a Scarlet, or 1 AP to just play like a Snow White and then use the last AP for wherever else. I don't know. It feels dog shit. Scarlet. Okay. Huh. Like, again, Scarlet's, like, not a terrible card, but obviously, like, the set's outdated because of when we got the set. But the Precious Booster, obviously, it's the test for how they want to do supports for certain sets that are really lacking. And I think it's a good idea, but at the same time, them doing that means that the decks are really lackluster, which means they really have to push the envelope in how much support that these decks get. Like... Again, like JPI, they have like Kamen Rider Volume 2 and all that other shit. That's like really good for existing decks. And then they have other somewhat recent Volume 2s that aren't that good. For example, AOT. AOT is always just a mediocre set in general, especially in EN. On Arrival, it was just fucking dog shit. No presence in regionals, doesn't do anything. Even the Volume 2s, while they're good, they don't really make the decks that much better. I'm gonna be real. So... what they add for decks, I have no idea at this point. But, like, the Pressure Booster, I think is a good idea. Instead of adding a new color to bloat the sets, I think it's better just to focus on these 3 colors. Because not every set needs a new color, right? Which is why, luckily, like, I want to say they had the good, like, they had the good, foresight. They had the good mindset to make it these 3 colors the set for Nikke. Because God knows, if any of these were red or blue, it'd be so fucking ass. Haran alt, that's very good. This is another 1 alt box. I am just pulling the single alts, I guess. Fuck it. It is what it is. I can't wait to organize all this later too. I'm definitely gonna kill myself. Ugh. It's gonna be exhausting. Okay, hold on. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 let me just do so. Sorry, I was doing something on my computer. I have something going on. Anyways, yeah, no alts, but we got the SRs. Yeah, I think this is, it's weird because it's like, I want to praise the set for doing some things differently, but at the same time, I'm gonna have to mostly shit on them because they didn't really change much at the same time. I will probably make a short video after this one talking about how they changed up, like, the promos and stuff, my thoughts. I'm talking about in this video, but I figured I'd make a more focused video just talking about, like, the storage box and all that stuff. But I want to do a more focused video because I also want to do a market watch too. Because today is Tuesday, November 25th. The set officially releases this Friday, which means that the set will officially go up live on TCG Player, which also... and by that, I mean anyone can start listing. It'll be publicly listable. So that'll be nice to see. But yes, I will do a market watch on that after this video, after this long video. Because, God, how long did it take me? Like an hour and a half? Yeah, I think it's like an hour and a half, if not longer, to go that. So right now, I'm just kind of turboing through this. And I'm organizing this now. I could do a lot faster if I didn't organize this, but I have to deal with these cards later, and so I have to color coordinate them. Otherwise, I'm actually killing myself. Because I just got, like, 2 storage boxes. Yeah, I got, like, 2, like, big, like, card storage boxes. So that's where all this Nikke is going. I'm going to be the holder of Nikke because Lord knows I'm the only one that's really buying the set. I guess well, that's not true. There's some randoms that haven't been buying it from stores too. The hope here was that foil AP. No, it's not. Unironically, the one I don't want the most. I like Mistless, granted. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't really want that one. Okay. If I get another Scarlet, I will honestly happily take it. But I would like the Red Hood. That'd be pretty cool. Dorothy wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, I think the problem is just seeing where the prices level out. Right now, the SRs are super cheap on pre-sale even because people have been opening out the ass, and most of the SRs are less than 5. So these will go down again, as with any SRs, but these will go down especially hard just because the more of a set someone opens, the cheaper the SRs and stuff get. Especially since it's not like Kenshin, where like, oh, there's a meta contending deck that everyone needs to get. No, none of these are good at all. Yellow's the only good one, the counters. And even then, that deck is so mediocre because your payoff is so fucking ass. Yeah, you get a Rappy with Impact, and that's about it. You have an event-based deck. You can get, like, damage 2 on, like, the Neon, but holy shit, it still doesn't do anything. You still die to rush out aggro, and it doesn't matter. All the other decks just do everything better. Like, oh, we have event-based decks? Yeah, anyways, someone could literally just be playing Esper Sisters from One Punch Man and do a way better job. So it is what it is. It also sucks because the way they designed the Modania is, like, on attack, removes, or, like, sideline, like, places events from your hand to sideline. And then you can kill something. It starts with 1,000 and increases by 1,000 for every event you place. So the idea is you turbo out the memory event specifically into your sideline, get them all back with the Modania on play, and then use said memory cards to then dump them all again. Use the Modania's when attacking effect to then dump all those memories to kill like a 5k. So theoretically it's good, right? Except you have to see the memories. And so at that point, the deck becomes like a turbo memory deck, which you can do. There's like excavators in the deck that's pretty decent. But man, holy shit, it's so ass. Because like if you don't see those, then it's like, well, fuck, what am I dumping? What, am I going to dump an AP restand to kill like a 4k? Am I dumping the specials? No. The idea is to recur and dump the memory card, so you have like 8 removals there, including the specials, obviously. But yeah, no, it's just like the yellow is like weird because the yellows like they had an idea for the deck and they made it competent, and then they are like, we need to have 2 more colors, so let's do 2 more colors. Are they gonna be competent? No, they're gonna be fucking ass. Because I've been trying playing locally. Like, one of the pre-releases, it was constructed format. I was playing Pilgrims. Yeah, I was playing Pilgrims. Holy fuck, that felt so bad. But then even, like, afterwards, just playing, like, games for fun. Trying out the other decks, like Mistless and stuff. Like, Mistless is theoretically decent. But, man, if you don't get the 4Ks out, it's so fucking garbage. It does absolutely nothing. Yeah, you have ways to BP boost. But, like, yeah, it turns out you really need those inherent 4Ks. Because you can only boost things so many times. And then Tetra... God, it uses the face down mechanic, and the face down mechanic is so mega ass. Like, actually, this Alice is actually, like, one of the big examples. The Alice plays a 2 cost for free by looking at the top 4. But then, and it plays it to rest it. But if you place a combined total of 2 face down cards on the characters in field, it's a 3k, or sorry, it's a 3 cost or less. Pretty good, except she's just a vanilla 4K unless you use the special on her, right? But the special is generic because, like, well, generic in the deck in that you basically choose a Tetra line. It gets 2k BP and it gets impact +1. And then you could choose a different Tetra or the same one to then do, like, a draw and then place, like, a card, like, underneath it or whatever. But the problem with the problem with green, Tetra line is that they have 0 removal. I think that's the worst part. Turns out decks with no removal are really, really bad. Because, like, what? For example, Noelle... Noelle from Black Clover. I'm pretty sure the special is not a removal, actually. It's a plus BP and then gives them force block. But, ooh, guilty. This is also another one all box. What the fuck? But yeah, that deck doesn't have any inherent removal, I think. I could be wrong. Someone could correct me if you're watching this and check it out. But yeah, that deck has no removal, but turns out force block really good. That's basically removal for free. Decks that don't have removal are just really bad in general. Because not having ways to take out bodies means theoretically your opponent can just sack fodder and they're never forced, unless it's force block, obviously, but they're never forced to get rid of their big bodies. So it's like on the offense, they sack smaller body fathers or just take life for free. But then on the crackback, they just kill you, right? Because they still have their big bodies that you couldn't remove. It just feels really bad, especially against something with like impact. Like you get an impact off the special, but impact, like, who gives a fuck? Unless they have no fight impact, they take the life anyways. They're obviously not going to block. Unless in niche situations. Like, for example, the Envy raid from FMA. Like, on sideline rest something. That's a time when, like, if you're hit with an impact, you can theoretically block with it to rest something else. But then, in most cases, you take the first impact, get hit with another 4K, block with that, and then rest something else, obviously. But, again, that's just, like, a situation in which you can use that. But these decks are just, like... Oh man, it just feels so functionally bad. I mean, I am happy that we still got the set anyways. The hope, though, and I'm going to do my rallying thing again with the Discord and stuff, is that we vote for the Nikke Precious Booster to arrive in EN, hopefully next year, to make these decks actually competent. Because right now, the decks just don't do anything, non-foil. The decks just don't do anything, and that Precious Booster releases in 3 months in JP. So we should see reveals for that set probably in 2 months, actually, because right now they're doing Tokyo Ghoul. They just finished 2 Love Rue, so they're doing Tokyo Ghoul and Kagurabachi right now, which Kagurabachi we're getting a simultaneous release with JP. But I guess in 2 months, we should be getting Nikke, because I believe the next set for reveals in JP is Chain Soldier, which... Look, man, I'm going hard on this set, but for Chain Soldier, I'm doing the same thing. Well, hold on. Let me rephrase that. After doing this, I probably won't do the same thing. But I will probably, regardless, still buy a case. Just not 2 cases instead. I don't know why I did it even. I don't even know why. Realistically, I knew this too. I was like, I should just get singles. But it's just... It's just too much. Like, I just really like the set. I really want the alts. But I spent... Oh my god, fuck. How much did I spend? For just the 2 cases alone... I spent $1,860. That got me everything I needed, yeah, but I could have easily spent the $1,800 to, after release, buy every single bulk card, 4 of each, buy every single SR playset, and probably have enough to get playsets of every alt, honestly. I just really like opening packs, and then this shit comes out, and I'm like, fuck, I really want it. This is also another 1 alt box, it looks like. That's really rough. So yeah, I don't know. I've talked with people about, like, the ratios for polls, and I don't know why people argue this. I even argue with judges about this. They're like, oh yeah, well, if you have 2 alts a box, then that means that that means you have, like, less, like, SRs and whatever, or less rares, and that makes them more expensive. Or they're like, you know, if you do that or increase the rates, then it's like, well, how do you balance out? I was like, there is no balancing. This game's value is fucking dog shit. This game has no real value whatsoever. There's nothing to it. So then realistically, like, it's just a huge overall neg on the set. It just feels terrible. So then guess what? Why not just double down on it and say, fuck it, we'll add more alts. At least that way we can get people to buy sealed product, because God knows people don't like buying sealed product as it is, because it's so fucking ass to do it. Very nice Senti alt. Ugh, I don't know, it just feels bad, because, like, I see, like, my store with, like, boxes on the shelves just sitting there. Holy shit, like, okay, Kaiju is meta, and it's more mainstream, so people kind of bought it out, but, like... My local shops, they still have, like, Yu Yu Hakusho, they still have JJK Volume 2, they still have FMA, Attack on Titan. They have too many sets sitting there, and then it just dies because it loses value. Because it's like, guess what? No one wants to buy sealed anymore, especially people know the hits were taken. It's like, there's too many things you can easily improve, but I don't know why Bandai doesn't do it. Either they're working on it, hopefully, or they're just ignoring it and saying, yeah, it's fine. Because they, realistically, if they want the game to die, they basically are letting it die. You have people who do want to go to regionals, but at the same time, like, based on what I've heard, yeah, no, people don't really care about the regionals. Because at the end of the day, casual game and best of 1 format, yeah, that's fucking ass. Imagine trying to play this game competitively, and you get sacked out through life, or fuck it, you don't see a double gen. Okay, 2 alt box, that's really nice. or you don't see a double gen, but your opponent does. Guess what? You just fucking lost because you didn't see a double gen. So you can't push as aggressively as your opponent can. There's too many factors in this game that just make it too swingy, and especially for a best of one format, it feels so dog anus, man. Holy shit. I don't know, in terms of hit rates, like, I am very glad we don't have JP hit rates, because their hit rates are abysmal. It's literally one alt a box. One. Just one. Not one or two. Just one. But, just because we do better than JP doesn't mean we should just, accept that the way things currently are is good, because it's not, right? It feels like worse. Yeah, there's more cards per pack. That's cool. But, like, most of it's, like, bulk anyways. Who gives a shit? They should just... Also, with, 12 cards a pack? That's 4 more cards than JP has on average, right? Because their sets are usually 4 cards a pack. Like, we have 4 more cards than they do per pack. You have 2 foils a pack, which is still really nice, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, well, you also could just instead increase the alternate hit rates, right? That way it makes it feel better. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not a marketing person, though. I'm not in sales. Maybe I'm wrong. And this game is actually super profitable. Despite all the talks of the game basically dying and that no one's buying sealed product and that stores are sitting on product and that they're stopping doing UA and ever getting it because turns out it's really fucking shit to get into. But what do I know? I'm not a marketing major. I'm not a sales major or anything. I don't know any of that stuff. I'm just a player who looks at things and makes observations, I don't know any better than the people running the game, obviously. So, who knows? Ugh. Is that foil AP? No, it's not. It's the Alice. This is just a regular AP. Also, I just realized something. I was watching my video that I posted for the part 1. But I realized I open packs. I am not actually looking at my camera when I open packs. I just realized that. I've been looking at the packs themselves, but I'm not actually looking at my camera that's recording. Technically, I should be looking, but I just have not. So probably things end up out of frame a lot, which I apologize for, but it is what it is. This is an AP. Yeah, it's AP. So this is a 1 alt box. The way things are is that you can easily figure out what your ratios are in the box based on how you pull. Like, I open from the right side to the left side. So pulling 2 APs on the same side means that this is probably a 1 alt box. Rare, yeah, which means that this is probably a 1 alt box. And yes, I have the box off on the side. I always say this, I could get a bigger setup. I have a room in my place that I can just do this better, but I don't care. I'm here to open packs like a degenerate, right? And then you guys can watch me waste my money away. Like I said, this doesn't include pre-release that I've been to, and like the amount of random boxes I bought. But I haven't bought that much. I only bought 2 extra boxes. Let me think. I bought 2 extra boxes. I went to 1 pre-release where I got refunded, and because I was the only one that showed up, because turns out no one cared about Nikke in general. But and then one of them I got for free entry because usually I help out the shop with their events, so I got that free entry. So I guess technically I only paid for yeah, because that one shop I technically wasn't part of the event. I paid just for the case and got the kit for free, but technically I only paid for 2 release events. And I guess I will pay for a 3rd one because there's another one this tomorrow for me at my local card shop. So I guess I will be a stupid fucking play for that, which is unfortunate. It is one of the things where, like, it's a release event, but they aren't doing a release event style. It's constructed, which is fine, but it means I have to compete with everyone else. The really funny thing is that because people in my locals knows I want this set, I've wanted this set. They've been trying to, like, kind of, not scout me, but they're trying to sell me on cards, which is really fucking embarrassing. Because since day 1, I've literally told everyone that, like, no, I'm not going to buy your fucking cards. That's a nice alt. I actually need only 1 more of these. Yeah, I need 1 more. And, yeah, my place is done for that card, at least. Oh, but yeah, I told you, like, no, I'm not buying your fucking dog shit, like, at all. Someone tried to sell me the winner card, by the way. The winner Rapunzel. Fucking expensive. What the fuck? That winner Rapunzel is like $20+ It's nice, but what the fuck? That's crazy. Like, that's kind of expensive for a winner card. Like, even the Romy winner card was not that expensive. And that's part of, like, the best deck in the game right now. But, I don't know. Gunnar cards are Gunnar cards. They attract a certain audience and... Well, certain audience. Me talking about myself. But they attract a certain audience, and that audience will pay for it. But yeah, I've had people try to sell me that. I know someone tried to sell me a winner card. That was really embarrassing because I'm like, dude, I already have 4 of them. In fact, that day I was playing Pilgrims, I had my full playset of the winner cards. Yes, I'm playing with them because turns out that if there's a higher rarity, you bet your sweet bippy I would be playing that high rarity. But unfortunately, the highest rarity is just the winner cards for the participation packs. But even like the non-winners, like they're like, what, they were like $3-4 last I checked. That's still pretty good. Like, I haven't sold any, unfortunately, but two alts box. That's actually really good and surprising too. All the other boxes I pulled 2 APs on the same side. They just only have 1 alt. So I don't know. But I guess to be fair, I did pull 3 boxes already with 1 alt. So the chances of getting another 2 alt box or whatever, it's pretty slim. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to arrange all this later. We are turboing through. All right. So hopefully, okay. I have a Laplace 2-star. I have a Rupee 2-star. And I bought a Modernity one for 200 apparently, based on what the seller refunded me. So, technically I have 3. Yeah, I guess technically I do have 3 2-stars. So the hope is I pull a different one. Now I really want the Pilgrims, right? I want Scarlet or Snow White the most of any of the 2-stars. Niece and Rappy would be really cool, of course. Neon's like okay. I don't hate Neon, by the way. Trust me, I like her as a character. But in terms of 2-stars. Not the one I want the most of. Eventually, I will get a place of everything, but for now, and based on polls, I really just want to pull like one of the Pilgrims of Scarlet. Dorothy is technically fine, but I don't want Dorothy as much because I don't think she looks as good as the Snow White or the Scarlet. So, and I already have the Modernity coming in, so it doesn't really matter. There's Leader I could get. It's a very cute one, but I don't want that as much. But again, there's 12 of them. How can I complain, right? Well, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I can't complain because I bought 2 cases, and then these Bandai scum fucks only do 1 2-star. You know what? Fuck it, dude. Actually, I can't be greedy. Fuck you. I should get my specific 2-star. I don't care if there's 12 of them. I should get what I want because I'm the one buying cases of this goddamn set. Rappy, Dollar, Pilgrims. Fuck. Yeah, it just feels bad. The non-trigger decks, like even an Ava that's coming out in 2 months. There's a non-trigger build for red specifically. I haven't looked entirely into how it functions and what their end board is, but I can already tell based on like the effects that some of them get. It's just already a lot better. The problem is, non-trigger decks just don't really work. The only time it technically worked was for Shy, and that's because their build is based on hitting non-triggers and then putting them back to your life. So, like, you can just refill your life, which is an insane ability. It doesn't matter if your board output is potentially low. The fact you can refill your life is, like, you think infinite recursion is good, but, like, you have to have certain setups. This deck just says, fuck it. On average, we are just putting back cards into life, and it's crazy. And turns out, when you have a lot of life cards, granted, your opponent would never choose those card triggers because, they could choose something. Well, they could choose those, but still. Like, it turns out having your opponent having to burn through your life is kind of a pain in the ass and lets you take extra hits that you normally wouldn't. What's an example? It reminds me of a Hollow TCG, if anyone's played that. Hollow TCG has, like, a life system. Some Oshi cards have 5. Well, most Oshi cards have 5 life, but others start with 6. Like Kobo, for example. And then turns out, when you have 1 life extra, it kind of makes or breaks games because getting through 1 more extra life is a pain in the ass to chew through, especially if they don't have buzzes, right? Which are, in Pokemon terms, yes, I'm mentioning a bunch of TCGs, but in Pokemon terms, it's like EXs. You take like 2 life instead of 1. In this, right now, the non-trigger build just doesn't work. Personally, I've kind of looked into it and how to improve it. And realistically, they have to just double down. They have to double down on the mechanic and then try to make the non-trigger effects have a good payoff. because right now the payoff is not good. For example, the winner Dorothy from like the participation tournaments. I have to look at it again probably, but I'm pretty sure it's the right one. The card states on your opponent's turn, if they hit a card with like no trigger, you can draw a card. Sounds good, right? Except they made this a hard once per turn. So even if you have multiple copies of the 4-cost Dorothy on the field, you can only get a draw off a non-trigger life hit once that turn. To me, that's really fucking stupid because it's like, what was wrong with them getting 2 extra draws? By the way, when the decks release, in terms of tier lists, everything except yellow was at the very bottom. These decks were just like not playable. Right now, obviously, in terms of tour lists and JP lists, these sets are all like tier 4 and less, which makes sense. But man, holy shit. There's just too many cards. Like I think at one point I do want to make a video discussing how exactly to change them. I know they don't do erratas, which really sucks because some of these cards are potentially really good, but the fact that they don't have erratas sucks. I think I do want to do a video where I just do a custom, probably card maker, like on experts and stuff. Very nice. Alt. Okay, good. Also another one alt box. Jeez, guys. But yeah, I do want to make probably a video at some point. Just talking about how to fix these decks. It's just because there's too many cards to change, and so realistically, this should just be a prediction on like the cards. This would just be a prediction like what they might add to it, but then how they could improve it, and hopefully they maybe follow through. But yeah, it just sucks. That's a SR Dorothy. Okay. I actually moved the playset of Dorothy's recently because someone was looking for it, and then I realized I don't have a playset of Dorothy's anymore. But luckily, I was still getting another case. Granted, this case, because I'm playing card, it's not 880. It was 900 after card because of processing fees. But I don't know, man. I feel like it. I mean, technically, it should be cheaper. It is cheaper, actually, but, I mean, I pay card anyways, because why the fuck would I pay cash when I pay card? You should be paying card in general anyways. That's just normal. Build up your credit score, and then also not paying cash is better, because cash is, like, the best. So why would you... Okay, whatever. Holy fuck, I am sweating my ass off. We are halfway through... Nice. We got a Scarlet, bit of a ding on the top, but we got the Scarlet. Well, rest of the boxes are dead. Well, rest of the boxes are dead, basically. That's pretty much how it feels. That's just so bad. I get this is the first time they're doing this for, like, maybe they've done this in JP. I don't know. But this is the first time they're doing this for EN, right? And it's cool. I don't really understand, though, at the same time, because... surely, internally, you discussed this with your team when it came to sales and marketing and production. Surely, they discussed with their team the viability of this stuff, right? Like, they're like, we have to make it so that people will buy boxes, so we'll make it 3 a case. Surely, that will get people to buy into fucking Nikke. A set so niche that only people like me would get into it and no one else in general. Okay. What the fuck? Also, the art for... So these alts specifically are their standby poses. This is like when they're not shooting from cover. This is just the natural poses behind the cover. So the problem with that is that actually, if you unironically look at Weiss Schwarz and Nikke, you will notice a lot of the arts are the same exact fucking thing. They're SPs, like one of the chase cards that's like 3 a case, which... hey, Weiss can do it. Why the fuck can't you, piece of shit? Anyways, the SPs are 3 a case. A lot of them are pretty highly priced. But the most, if not all of the SPs, are basically the burst skills. It's like the special skills they can use in the game. So it's just the art of that. But then a lot of the cards also have the same art that the one I showed you. This set shares a lot of the same art as the Weiss set, which is really unfortunate because at that point, I'm going to be real with you. You're going to pick up cards for a nice collection. Pick up Weiss. Probably pick up Weiss. Weiss is probably better. The downside is that there's a lot more text on Weiss, so these are technically cleaner. But, like, I don't know, man. Just pick up the Weiss stuff. Lord knows none of these are fucking value in terms of gameplay. So you're aiming for collectability purposes. Yeah, just get the white set instead. It's just way better. Especially since they have SECs, which is essentially the equivalent of a 3-star. But theirs are actually worth it. Unlike this goddamn game. Their most expensive one is the Summer Nice. It's $4,000. I will do a market watch for that too. Just to talk about the prices before comparing it with UA. But I'll probably do that video. I could do it tonight, but I think I'll probably do it tomorrow or Thursday. Probably do like no, it's probably Wednesday is the best time to do it. Because then Thursday, if I do it, I release it. It's like already outdated because that same midnight, the set officially releases. So yeah, that one's really scary though. I don't know how to price it anymore because I don't know how to getting these cards. Like I want all the ults obviously, but like holy fuck, it's just gonna be a huge nuisance trying to get the cards if they end up spiking in price. My hope is that they do drop in price because, you know, Weiss actually did kind of drop in price in terms of the high rarity stuff. But a lot of them either retain value or still went up regardless, right? But I don't know if that's the same case for this because people still get Weiss because Weiss is known as the collector's game. So, like, for UA, this is not known as the collector's game as a thing. It's essentially the same thing. It's a character card game IP just like Weiss. But technically the gameplay is better than Weiss's. But the collectability aspect is probably better for Weiss than it is for UA, all things considered. UA does obviously have some purer alts compared to Weiss. But I don't know. Weiss is just like so much more nicer and cleaner in general. Also, again, a case has fucking 12 boxes. And then 3 of the signed cards per fucking case. Sorry. But that feels better than UA, which is 16 boxes, much higher price for a case, and then worse hits. It just feels terrible. It's fucking garbage. Neon. Actually needed that. This is a 1-hit box, I guess. I am just hitting all the alt charts, I guess. So I guess the rest of these cases will, or not cases, the rest of these boxes will just be pretty decent, question mark. Surely I don't get burned out. And, you know, I could get hit with the Jeremy. I could get Jeremy, that's true. It's a term I use because a local card player at our shop, or in our community, he's gotten 2 boxes. I think they were both JJK Volume 2 also. Was it JJK Volume 2? Nah, wait. No, I think it was Bleach Volume 2 that it was. He got 2 boxes of it. Okay, good. We have another alt to the uni. I actually need that. But he got 2 boxes of Volume 2 and pulled 0 alt hearts. It's usually 1 minimum. It's a production thing. These will happen from time to time. Like how like I've seen someone open 2 stars in the case and not just 1. It's very, very rare that it happens. But yeah, hitting no alts in a box sucked. So I just refer to not hitting alts in a box as getting Jeremied. It is what it is. I mean, you can't blame me. The guy opens 2 boxes of a set and then gets 0 alt hearts in them. It is what it is, man. I have not seen anyone else also encounter that, by the way. He's the only one I've actually seen or heard of that pulled 0 alt hearts in their box. So, yeah. I don't hate the guy, by the way. Let me make this clear. I do not hate the guy. I just think it's really funny to refer to it by his name. Because I think it's just funny for me. Is it fucked up? Probably, man. But I don't know. It is what it is. Rapunzel, Drake, Pine, Sugar, Sakura's codename. This is funny though, because I'm gonna be like the sole vendor for this fucking set if people need decks. But the problem is these decks are so shitty that no one's gonna want them except for the people who like Nikke, which is really sad. Technically, I could be selling cores, but the problem is like if I sell cores, right? If we're going pre-sale prices, say I built counters for them, that's like 5 an SR, so they're getting like a minimum 60. So I have to find a way to ship it, and that is such a pain in the ass because, oh my god, trying to pack out, like, I sold a counters deck to someone, and I had a loose deck box, right? But it's a pain in the ass because you do that, you get the bubble mail and all this stuff, and it's so awkward, and it's just like an extra shipping cost, and it's like, oh, fuck. I mean, I am still technically making money based on, like, how much I sold it for, but, man, packing that is just such a pain in the asshole, and it sucks. So yeah, I don't know. Doing that often just kind of sucks unless I can sell it locally. But selling it locally is impossible because you need to have a huge community for people who like it. And turns out investing in the set not really worth it. But at the same time, I'm not really investing it to sell and make money. I am doing it solely to open packs and get the cards for myself anyways. That's right. This is the biggest net negative I've ever had in my life. And I will use this as an opportunity to put it on my expenses. I will expense all of this when it comes to tax season. And I will say it's for the business. It is what it is. Haha. Is it fraud? No, because I am still selling the cards if people need them. But, you know, it's still a trading card, so it fits into my business anyways. Which reminds me, I do have to actually put in my ledger soon. I haven't really bought that much sealed product recently, actually. Like, I should have, like, 2 boxes at most. Didn't buy any UU and stuff. I need to update my ledger, actually. It's been a little bit of time. It's been a hot minute, so I just need to update with how much I spent. Oh, man. TCG is obviously not an investment, and you should not be, technically, but it is what it is. I already know I'm not going to pull the 3-star. Based on my pull rate so far, I already know I'm not pulling the 3-star. Guaranteed. If I pull the 3-star, I can scream on camera, but I know guaranteed I'm not. I've never had luck with that. Never pull a 3-star. I've only seen 2 pull. One of my friends, Gun, pulled the 3-star Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, not serialized. And then a father and son duo pulled the Kenshin. Oh, Soda, nice. A father and son duo pulled the Kenshin 3-star. And so that's a weird thing, right? Like, the 3-stars, I think I want to show it's getting hot in here. The 3-stars are still very niche. You would never get them unless you were max rating a deck, and you only do that, obviously, if you like the set. But, like, it's just, they get very expensive, but if you wait, they just get cheaper. Like, I remember people initially trying to sell the Kenshin 3-star for 800, and then I saw someone online I know who was, lowered it to 500, and they lowered it to 400, and eventually lowered it to 300 before it sold. And I'm like, well, 300 for a 3-star is really good price, all things considered, which is why I'm still disappointed that when I made that one purchase on TCG Player for the 3-star Modernia for like 250 and the Rappy 2-star for 100, I was like getting a steal. But unfortunately, as I expected, it was not real. And yes, they just mislisted shit, which really stings. But I guess realistically, if they had pulled a 3-star, they would have, well, actually, that's not even true. They might have not even sold it. Again, theoretically, they listed their 1 and 2-star, but they listed it 2-star, so it's not like it's sold. But whatever. I'm the dumb schmuck that's paying 200 for it. So, man, I already know my credit card. I don't even want to look at it. Holy shit. This is the most I've ever spent on the set. It's the most I ever will. Which is sad, because I also want to get SAO Volume 2. Mostly because I want to play the decks, because I have been playing it. Ah, Snow White, my first one. Nice. Ah, such a good alt. Oh my god, I already lost my train of thought. Holy shit, I'll get back to it later or something. No, I've already spent a lot on this. Oh yeah, SAO. I do want to get SAO because I have been playing the decks. And all the upgrades are really good. It's just, I'm probably not going to go as hard on boxes. Like, I was going to open 8 minimum, but the fact that I'm opening 2 cases right now, like, next month I pay off this month's bill. No. I can already pay off this month's bill. And then next month's bill, I'm going to have to just accumulate money and just pay that off. And then SAO releases the month after. And then it's like, well, my car insurance goes through, and then I have to pay for that because mine's every 6 months. And then, oh my god, it's just gonna be a pain in the ass. I probably won't be able to get boxes. And then, oh my god, Vegas is in, fuck, that's in February. That's actually Valentine's weekend. So I have to pay for that too, because I am planning on going to the LCQs. So we'll see how that goes. Holy shit. But I don't know. Also, man, that LCQ is like, I've had people locally be like, oh, it's gonna be exciting. The LCQ gonna be, no, it's not. You're fucking stupid and out of your goddamn dumb mind. People have to talk about online, like, oh, these LCQs gonna be so exciting. I can't wait for my chance. I'm like, chance? You'll have a 0% chance of winning, that's for sure. Because guess what? The meta is going to literally just be like Evangelion. You'll still have your typical schmucks who are like Purple Bleach, Roy Mustang, maybe Lancelot. And assuming it doesn't get hit, you will definitely see Red Kenshin. But, like, holy shit, it is really good. Like, Here's the thing, like it's hard to use JP tier lists because obviously they have more sets than us, and their meta is a little different. Different and not in the ban list, but different as in like they have more sets than us. But right when the newest set that just released is immediately all tier 1, that kind of transfers over to EN, assuming they import every single card in the JP set list. It turns out that when you bring in the JP set that's really strong over, and that set in JP is tier 1, it also becomes tier 1 in EN. Surprising, right? Kenshin, red specifically, was tier 1 immediately. Guess what? Tier 1 here. Evangelion, almost every single build is tier 1. Guess what? That'll transfer over, and it'll all be tier 1. And if you're playing out of the regional event, you probably won't fuck around, right? Why would I pay for a trip and fuck around and play some shitty-ass deck when I want to play the best deck I can, right? And for that, it's going to be Evangelion. So yeah, this LCQ, this regional is going to be like fucking miserable. Dallas was miserable because it was basically a fake format, right? It was a format that included AOT, but it's like, well, the very next regionals was Kenshin, and we had just gotten Kenshin release events, right? So it's like, turns out it's like actually like garbage. But that was like a fake format. And then, Lancelot won, as expected. Next regionals, though. New set is Kenshin. Guess what? Kenshin won, like without even basically trying. The one after that, right? The regionals in Canada. Apparently, Roy Mustang won, which is surprising. But I guess the Kenshin players just bricked or some shit. But like, the problem is like the February meta. We're going to have Kenshin as the true meta contenders. Yes, you have like stuff like the Bleach binder that exists, right? Oh, green is really good, or BP Burn, Renji Byakuya, pretty good. Oh, also we're getting the zero cost rookies, so that's nice too. But like, holy shit, dude, have you even looked at Evangelion? That shit's absurd. Like, I would have been like that. It's crazy that we're getting SAO Volume 2 because that set's really good. And assuming they don't randomly cut cards, like it's gonna be really good on release, right? But like compared to Ava, SAO is like fucking dog shit. Sorry, turns out infinite recursion is kind of terrible when turns out infinite recursion kind of terrible when you have Evangelion, which turbos out bodies and shits on your life without even trying. Now, personally, I'm gonna be playing Song for Vegas, right? Well, it's gonna be between Song and Progressive. I like the Progressive for the BP burn effects, right? The activate effects is just pretty good if you get things going. But then Song, the thing is, Song is that what makes it also really good is that, so there's a 4-2 Kirito in there. It plays, the special is unique. Normally, like when you're playing a card from like your hand or from the field or whatever, it has an AP restriction. The special just says add a character with SAO survivor trait from your sideline, and then play one from your hand. No energy requirement, no fulfilled energy requirement, which means you don't have to generate the energy for it, and no AP requirements. So theoretically, you would go first turn, if you can, play the special, right? You would play the special, get a Kirito back from the sideline if you have it there. Play the Kirito for free, active. Not only does it gain the effect that it can't be chosen by, I think it's character and event effects, I believe. But it can't be chosen by those. Kirito on play kills a 2k, I believe. But if you shuffle back, ooh, nice missless Maxwell alt. I'm going to need that in my deck. But also, you bottom deck, I believe it's 5 cards for the Kirito. You bottom deck 5 cards, you can kill a 4k instead. I believe it's a 4k. Again, I have to look at the card again. I believe it's a 4k removal, but yeah. The thing is, because of the way special works and how you can recur it, the thing that makes the deck strong is that you technically have an infinite recursion. No, well, that's not true. You have like 12 removals. Actually, no. Sorry. You have 8 removals. Your special is not a kill. The Kirito's a kill. What makes it good is that you can just play the body for free, active, and then use an AP to then kill something on your opponent's front line. The thing is, it costs an AP to use the effect to sideline something. So, like, it's why it's also good, because then you have another one that's an Asuna that's like, if it's played by the effect of, if you use a Song trait this turn, she gains like impact +1. but the deck is still good. But the problem is, again, like, it can kind of put bodies out, but it doesn't flood the board with bodies, if that makes sense. It's not like decks where, like, they play multiple raids or multiple cards and it says, play this before play. No, like, this deck only plays boards if you have the special specifically. Otherwise, you are recurring, like, the events, like song and stuff, so it allows you to use a song that turn, and then therefore you can get other effects that characters might have, like that, like get an effect on song. For example, like the Silica 3-cost double gen is like, if you use a song to turn, draw a card and stuff. Like, it's recursion on using the song cards and stuff, so I think it's pretty good. The problem is, well, like, compared to Evangelion, it's really shit. Evangelion, like, basically, it doesn't have, like, that level of recursion, but it has some. But, like, Evangelion just says, fuck it. We're gonna flood out bodies, and they're gonna be really strong, and your opponent better have an answer to it, or they'll die. Like, there's, like, the low cost, like, the yellow bill, it doesn't matter. Like, they're all really good. So, I think this regionals is, like, gonna be... People say it's gonna be fun. People in my local say it's gonna be fun. I think realistically it's gonna be dog ass. If you're playing Evangelion, get ready for mirrors all day, because you're gonna be playing a lot of them. You're gonna be playing a lot of Evangelion, and realistically, people will be on yellow and purple for the most part. Nice. Another Haran raid. People will mostly be on the purple and yellow bills. You will have people on red for sure. Red is very good, by the way. You'll have, well, I guess realistically, you'll have an equal amount on each one. So you'll have people on all 3 colors. You're going to be playing a lot of Ava. So, like, if you're going to prefer regionals, you should really practice the Ava decks and at least understand what they do. And then the other problem thing is, like, oh, man, if you really want to, I guess you want to do well, you should play Ava. But, man, playing Ava matches all day is not fun. I've already been playing Ava matches online and stuff with, like, friends who like TTS. It's fucking miserable. I'm just like, dude, I really don't want to play this. So I'll just play another competitive viable deck, and it'll be Song. That'll probably be it. Or Progressive, honestly. The Progressive is just not as consistent as Song is, technically, but... I don't know. This regional is just gonna be super ass, because realistically, Kenshin's still there, so you get to worry about that, and fuck it. They roll you, turn 3, it's just 5 attacks for free, fuck it. You have a frontline defender, gets pushed. And then, hey, you get, like, 5 attacks, because double attackers, and then the 5th Kenshin raid, because, again, that's, like, a high roll turn anyways, but, I don't know. The more these sets get, the more I realize we should just be hitting cards, honestly. There's a reason the ban list exists, and should exist. Granted, right now, our ban list is non-existent, because they lifted the Sukuna pair ban, and the Rukia is being printed, so we have nothing banned, actually, in our EN list. I think they should start hitting cards more often. Kenshin... Realistically, the hit is a semi-limit to their double attack raid. I'm sorry, but a card that just says discard the card to restand it is insane, especially when it's every time on attack. It's not like most cards with double attack where they only get it for the turn, like Tengen, for example, from Red Demon Slayer. Additionally, he draws a card on play, so fuck it. He just wants it more. Combined with the 4-2 Kenshin, plays active. It's like, wow, you just have a thing that also doesn't push back. It kills. That's crazier. King Bradley is like a 6-cost raid, and he has a double attack on play, and he's a 4,500, but it's only on play for the double attack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only on play. But, like, he's a 6-cost, so you get to gen the energy. Kenshin's like, no, fuck it, it's a 4-cost. It's a 4-cost. It's a 4-cost. And it doesn't matter. It's like, okay, that's cool, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. The more I think about it, like, I will still want to go, obviously, because I'd be going with a group of friends, have a good time. But at the same time, this regionals just sounds kind of awful. It sounds genuinely awful, because it's just going to be mostly Ava. Then you'll see your typical decks. You'll see the Roys, all that stuff, and... The problem with this game, the way they announced it, is that it's going to be best of 1 until top cut. So, like, okay, I guess. Ooh, Blanc. Very nice. I need 2 more of her then. But yeah, it's like you play best of 1 until top cut, which is day 2, which feels fucking shitty. Because then again, it's like, okay, cool. I'm playing, with this is LCQs. I am playing a fake format unless I get into Nats, I guess. And even then at Nats, the next day, because I think it's like, I want to say it's Friday. Friday of Valentine's weekend is the LCQs. Saturday is Nationals. Sunday is day 2 if you make it. But, like, You're still playing a fake format for 2 days. That's fucking terrible. It's like, holy shit. At that point, it's like literally just because in the best of 3, like you get high rolled, you have another chance to come back into like games 2 and 3. But this one, nah, dude. Nah, you lose once, it's fucking over. And for LCQs, I actually don't know how they're doing this. Because normally for regionals, right, we have like the special regional prizing, there's top 8, top 16, blah, blah, blah. And then top 16 get their invites, right? But LCQs, I don't know how they're doing this. I actually don't know. I need to look at details again. Maybe they've already stated it. But as far as I know, I don't really know how they're doing this. Is it top 16 also? Question mark? And here's the thing, too. So, we've had... What? Let me see. Let me think. There was, like... It's not Virginia. It's, like, some... North Carolina or some stupid shit. So, one... We had Dallas. So, we had that. We had Dallas... Oh, we have OBA in December. We had Canada. We had LA. Okay, so assuming 16 players, top 8, obviously, or top 16 for invites, that's 80 players, right? And so if you do another 16, that's 96 players. 96 players, I believe, makes it 6 rounds minimum. And so if that's the case, why isn't all of Nat's best of 3? Right? There's not as many players as there is in the base. So it will never be like 8 or 9 rounds. It's going to be like a 6 minimum, I'm pretty sure. So a best of 3, like 6 rounds, that's fucking easy as shit. And that doesn't take all day either. People are worried about that. Like, first of all, you're going to a competitive event. You should be fine with being there most of the day. You're here to compete, not fucking lollygag and do bullshit. Like, what the fuck? At that point, just don't even go in the first place if you really don't want to compete. But then it's like, oh, it's only Top Cut that gets best of 3 because it gets streamed and shit. But I'm like, I think best of 3 for Nats should be the way they go. Because not doing a best of 3 for Nats feels fucking terrible. Imagine getting an invite and then you just scrub out in the Nationals first day. Because fuck it, you got special out. Who gives a shit? I think it's only top 8 for the National Top Cut also. But with 6 rounds, you have to go X1. And I think that's it. I think you have to literally be X1. Maybe a bubbled in X2. But yeah, you basically have to go X1 to get in. Guaranteed for day 2. I don't know. To me, it just feels like the format's really shitty if it's like best of 1 for LCQs even. Even though LCQs would probably be 8 rounds. Like, the fact that Nationals, all of it, not just Top Cut, isn't even best of 3 is like so stupid. I don't know. It's like, this is a card game. It's a casual card game. But no card game succeeds unless they have a competitive format. Because you need to drive people to want to play the game. Unless you built the game casually as like a party game or some shit. This is definitely not one of those. But you have to have a competitive format. Otherwise, no one's going to want to play it. They can play it for fun, mind you. That's totally fine. Like Riftbound, you can play that for fun. But you need a competitive format so that it entices people to actually get product, to get cards, all that stuff. Travel out. Excuse me. It entices people to actually play the game a lot more often than just in a casual setting. And entices people to do all that shit, whatever. But if you don't have a competitive format, then it just really sucks. Granted, a lot of the regionals have capped out because, you know, it turns out when you have top-level prizing, I guess, it's like incentive. But I think if the format continues like this, it's not good for the game. Like, at a local level, or for a pre-release specifically, best of 1 is totally fine. It's fine. It's locals. But, like, anything beyond that, like a rare battle, like rare battles, struggle battles if they ever do that, regionals, Nats, it should all be best of 3 regardless. Because especially the prizing is so much higher than like locals, you should have it be as competitive as possible. Which means you need more gameplay to happen, not just have it be a sacky best of 1. Like imagine playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And yes, obviously Yu-Gi-Oh! Has its own issues, right, with their shitty fighting and stuff. But think of Yu-Gi-Oh! And how competitive it is, right? Now imagine playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's a best of 1. Yeah, you're playing Master Duel, and that's fucking dog ass. But even Master Duel at the competitive level, it's a best of 3. It's literally a best of 3. Obviously not like the dual cups, but like when they go to like the top level, like stream tournaments and stuff, like at like the championships, nationals and stuff like that level, it's best of 3. So imagine like, and it's all best of 3, by the way. It's not just top cut. It's like all best of 3. So imagine playing Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's like best of 1. It's already sacky as shit at times. That's basically how UA feels a lot of the time. It's like, it can be better if it's best of 3, but when it's best of 1, it just feels so shit. I look at my hand, I go, cool, I can play the game, or I can't. And even if I can play the game, my opponent rolls me, I go, okay, I just have no answers. That's cool. I can't do anything to stop them either. There's no interactions, because, yeah, fuck it. It's not like a Riftbound or anything, or Yu-Gi-Oh again, where, hey, no interactions. Pokemon's like one of the few games where no interaction works, because games can go on for a long time, and there's actually unironically more interaction with what you're doing on your turn and what you're doing with your opponent's Pokemon stuff. No, this game just like, I don't know. It's just too many problems, but it really just is too. Also, this is my first Crow. What the hell? Damn, that's pretty nice. I mean, she's a bad character, but looks pretty good to me. But yeah, also, is that all my 1-alts? What the fuck? Hold on. I am at the last 4 boxes, by the way. I've yet to pull the 2-star or the foil AP, so they're all at the very bottom. Let me get through these really quick. Okay, I have to organize stuff while I'm talking. But yeah, I don't know. It really should just be best of 3 in general. If you don't want it for a tournament, a local tournament level or pre-release, perfectly fine. I think that's fair. But anything higher than that, no, it should be best of 3. Sorry. Rare battles, regionals, best of 3, always. I don't care if people want to bitch and moan about, like, having to, be in an event, like, most of the day. It's like, you're the competitive event. You should want to play the most to your abilities. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 and 12 boxes. Yeah, I've been pulling a lot of 1-alts, so it looks like all the stuff is at the bottom, hopefully. Unless I got fucked in my case. But yeah, I don't know. That's just how I felt, especially after going to 2 regionals in the LA and Dallas. It just felt really bad being a best of 1. Like, Dallas, I played AOT Red. Unironically, I was live streamed, and I got fucking rolled the shit out of by Lancelot. Because, double live into double Lancelots says, fuck you, you can't play the game. Or, fuck it, double Varus, who cares, you die. And then LA, I played Red Kenshin. But then it's like, well, the matchups they just end up being my opponents kind of just rolled me most of the times. And then I couldn't respond at all. Because, like, well, what am I doing? I can't respond to them at all. I can't do any kind of interaction. So they kind of just get to run me over, and I can't do anything about it, and it didn't really feel good. Granted, I mostly go to these kinds of events because I want to hang out with my friends, go out to eat and all that stuff, right? Because I think it's a fun trip in general. It's just a competitive, for example, for Yu-Gi-Oh, I unironically earlier this year went to the 3v3 YCS solely to go to Vegas to hang out, to gamble, and then go to Hell's Kitchen to eat for dinner. That's the only real reason. Playing the actual game itself, I did not give a shit about. But even when I played the game, it felt more fun. This game is fun too, but it really feels so bad when you get rolled out. Like, I remember beating one of my friends at a recent rare battle. I think it was Kenshin. I played him, he bricked, and then like 3 turns after bricking, he threw his cards on the table and went, okay, you got it, I'm not going to try. Because at that point, like, you just bricked. You have the right, he has, like, good ratios, he's a good deck builder, but he just didn't see him, and that just feels so shit. Like, who the fuck wants to play that game, right? And it's a best of 1 also, what the hell? That's so garbage. Like, one of my LCSs, I've changed it to basically where it's a best of 3 for rare battles, and it just feels a lot better, because turns out when you just get sacked out game 1, you have another chance to come back. That's just how it should be, but I don't know why. My honest assumption is that they are keeping it the way it is until next season, because you have to keep things consistent, right? So they're keeping it best of 1, but I guess they had to give leeway because then they made it so top cut only is best of 3, which is fucking stupid. But also, all of JP does best of 1 apparently, and JP is the one that determines everything because fuck it, they like JP more anyways. But my hopeful copium assumption is that next season, after the championships are over in February, they change the format to where it might include local events. It might include local tournaments too, but they might change it to where all events that are not local tournaments or pre-releases are going to be best of 3. That's my hope. My hope is that that's the change that they make, And so that way you attract more competitive players to potentially play it, or you attract players to stay into the game. Because I know people who have left the game because it just feels really shit. Like, they go back to, like, One Piece. Ooh, another helm, that's good. They go back to, like, One Piece is what, because it's banned that game, right? Turns out they just jumped the game. They go back to One Piece, or they go back to other card games, or play other card games, right? It's probably it's hopefully they change the format to best of 3 for the most part. Attract the players again, get them to come back, and, I don't know, go to the events, because Lord knows it could use some help. And by the way, the format is, like, not even my biggest complaint. Well, it is one of my big complaints, but, like, I feel, this is a personal thing, but I want them to fix the ratios for boxes, dude. I've been going through, I'm almost done with this entire case, and, the fact that I pulled a bunch of 1-alts just felt so fucking terrible. Especially when you look at the pre-release prices of the SRs. I knew they were going to drop, but holy shit. None of these SRs are going to be worth anything. These are all going to be, like, probably 20 cents realistically for the SRs. At most, it'll be $1. I would be surprised if there's $2 for any SRs in this set. The alters are just going to be the only thing that propels the value. But, man, the pull ratios being so shit just feels so bad. It's like, bro, what am I even doing anymore? Like, I'm opening boxes and, like, getting through this stuff. But, fuck, it feels so bad opening boxes, too. I was committed to it because it's Nikke. But, fuck, it feels so shitty. Especially when you get pull nothing. Another Blanc. That's actually crazy. So, I need one more Blanc. And I do want to do a discussion on this, actually. If you don't have pictures up on fucking TCG Player, and Experts is such a piece of shit to navigate, I might just make it, you know what, actually, yeah. I am going to do a video about the storage boxes and, like, full-on thoughts on that, because I think it warrants a whole discussion talking about this promotion campaign that they're doing for this set specifically. But I think that's also when I want to talk about the alts for this set, too. But that's, like, a whole thing. I don't know, I have to figure out. I know the storage box will be a video. It's just whether I bake in the market watch into it or not. But again, there's no pictures on TCG Player for alt charts right now, so it's really rough trying to show pictures of them. They have it on Experts, but it's just a pain in the ass to navigate and stuff. But I might just do it that way too, just on speculation. It'd probably be a speculative analysis video, just talking about which sets are just which alts will be worth it. Because some of these, obviously, they look all nice. They're all textured foil, but like some of these are definitely not as good as others. And you're not pulling these or getting these for gameplay, by the way. None of this set is good. So, you're realistically just pulling for alts and how they look. And something like Soda and, like, the Twin Bunnies will probably be worth, like, the most for, like, the 1-stars. But everything else will probably be worth a lot less. So, like, the Noah and stuff will probably be worth nothing also. We have Alice. Okay. We are 3 boxes left, and I have yet to pull the foil AP or the 2-star. This is kind of scary. What the fuck? Rappy. Dorothy. Yeah, this video, I'm not even looking at the timer right now. Sorry, I'm just looking at the packs I'm opening. How long is it? 1 hour and 17 minutes. Pretty good time. Is this a speedrun world record for case openings? No, but yeah, it's my speedrun world record, that's for sure. There's nothing in there. Yes, obviously I could have not organized it, but I have to do this later anyways, and I'd rather get it now. Get it over with now. Fuck. Counters, Rapunzel, Marianne, Dala, Pilgrims. Oh, there we go. Okay, the foil AP Red Hood. That's so sick. Okay, I'm very happy with that. I would have been happy with another Scarlet, or the Modania too, because it's 6 SPs in this set. But foil AP Red Hood, oh, okay, yeah, it being at the bottom does kind of feel bad. Realistically, I could have just asked the store, hey, can I get like boxes? And can I get like the bottom 4 boxes? I should have just done that. This is what happens though when I commit to buying boxes and cases, and they have it for me, and I go, fuck. Fuck, it's so bad. It wasn't like this for the other case, though. The other case was, like, in the middle, I believe. I think the foil AP and the 2-star was in the middle. Wait, I think? I have to rewatch it then. I don't know. Oh, also, because it's foil AP, that means it's 1 alt. at least, because that's always count as alts. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the box toppers definitely do not count as alts. So there's its own separate pool, which means this could have another alt in it. The fact that I pulled it now on the right side, okay, okay, it is a 2 alt. It is 2 alts. I just saw the shine in the back. Crow, Sugar, Memory, Ray, and Rappy 2-star, or 1 star. Ha, yeah, okay, this is good. I actually need 2 more of those now. God damn it. I think this was the one from the, God, what was the structure deck? I can't remember. I have to look at it again, because I know they baked the structure deck into this. I don't remember which Rappy it was, though, because there's this Rappy there I pulled, and then there's another Rappy that's not nearly as good, but I don't remember which one they put from the structure. I don't know which one's from the structure deck, because one of them is. I don't remember which one it is, though. Yeah. It's just sad because the other Rappy is just so fucking garbage compared to this one. This one's, first of all, inherent impact, already good. If you have 3 or more other counters, it doesn't have to be different names, it's just counter affinity. And then on play, looks at top 4, adds an event. If you add an event, though, here's the problem with that. It does a thing where on play, it looks at top 4, adds an event. If you add an event, sideline something from your hand. Now, technically, for the purpose of the deck, that's fine. You dump, like, the memory event specifically. And then when attacking, you can choose a counter to gain 1k. That effect does not fucking matter in most cases, because who gives a shit? Like, maybe you get over, like, a 4k or something, or 5k, but, like, realistically, that effect, like, never really matters in the late game. But the when played, we obviously have seen many raids. But this is how you know this is the concept. Because, for example, Hajime Saito 4 costs in Rurouni Kenshin says, look at top 5, adds a Hajime Saito or a Kenshin. I think there's one more name to it, I forgot. I think it's Sanosuke, but he adds one of the names, and that's it. You just add it to hand. There's no discarding. There's no sidelining. It's just added to hand. Technically, the add sideline with the Rappy on play is, like, fitting for the deck. But I'm not gonna lie, testing the deck, there's too many situations where I'm like, okay, I really do not want to dump anything. I really would rather not discard a card if I don't need to, but I really have to because it's a mandatory effect, obviously. But there's just too many situations where I'm like, yeah, I wish I could just add this to hand. Because you already have cards that can discard. Like, there are cards that'll say draw, discard. The Neon specifically, the 4 cost is like, on attack, if you use an event this turn, first of all, if you use attack this turn, she gets damage too. And you can draw and sideline. And at that point, I'm like, yeah, I wish I had this event in hand instead of having to discard something. So that way I can just get I add the event to hand. Either I use it or I hold it in my hand. And then I attack with the Neon for damage too. And then I draw a sideline, so I dig one more deeper, get a card, and then I could discard the event afterwards. Or I just draw a card, see what's the next card, and then discard that or something. I don't know. Like, there's just, like, better plays you could do, but because it's a draw sideline on play, it kind of just sucks. Or not draw sideline. Because it's an excavate sideline effect, it kind of just sucks. For the purpose of the deck, it's technically good, but you can definitely see what the proof of concept is, because most other decks that have the effect like that don't do that. They don't have you discard anything. They just have you add stuff. If they have you discard something, it probably to do something else with it. But again, this is also, again, on a raid. It's on a raid is the other issue. Hold on. I need to clean up something. Turns out when you're opening a lot of boxes, you attract a lot of the cardboard dust and shit. Okay. 2 more boxes. We still need the 2-star, and I'm kind of scared of what I might pull. Again, I have the Rupee and the Lapras one. So here's the hoping. I pull a new one. Monkey paw curls, goddamn. I'm really hoping for Scarlet or Snow White the most. I would be very happy with a Niece or Rappy as well. I really don't want another copy of Lapras or well, I do want them, but in terms of pulls, I just want like a new 2-star. I'm hoping to pull Scarlet or Snow White. Rapunzel would be fine. Snow White, Rappy and Niece would be good too. Neon is fine, but I don't care about it as much. Leader's cute, but again, I don't really want to see that. I am being very picky, but That's the privilege I get when I buy fucking 2 cases of this goddamn set. And you can see me be a degenerate. By the way, I'm opening this case for you. I'm just, you know, I'm doing you guys a favor. Taking cards out of the pool or something. I don't know. That's not actually how it works, but still. Okay, alt. Which alt? I can't tell. 2, 3. Counter. Lumila. That's good. I need 2 more for 2 because I played that in my Tetra deck. See, like a deck. Like, this effect's actually really good, too. This is just, it's not draw sideline. It's draw, place a card underneath a Tetraline Affinity card on your field. That's, like, really good. I wish more face down decks kind of did that. I know, well, Black Clover improved upon it, basically. It's like what the hell? The Leeb? Yeah, the Leeb is like a draw, place a card underneath. But it's only on an Asta, which makes sense. Asta is the only one. Asta and the Finroll specifically are the only cards that use the face down mechanics anyways. But, I guess theoretically, Black Clover did improve on it. But the more I think about it, the more like, meh, maybe it's like on the same level. Because this one's like, it has no removal in the deck. But you get different effects for placing cards underneath in the sideline. It lets you draw cards. The problem is like when you put a card face down underneath, the issue always becomes, what card is it that you're putting down? Because then if you can get it back from the sideline, that's great. But if you can't, that really sucks. Like, oh, I put back a Raid or something. That really sucks. Which is why I think effects like Lumila are really nice. And obviously they add that to the lead later on. But that's a nice effect for like face down mechanic decks, right? Instead of just having to like put like the top card underneath something, which they do have, but I think that effect's shitty. It's like, hey, draw, and then you choose what you put underneath. I think that's like really nice. Instead of just having it be a lot more luck-based and just being like, oh, okay, well, you just have to do this and that, whatever. You just have to do it. You don't get a choice, blah, blah, blah. Oh, God. Sorry. I'm just rambling now because I'm excited to see what I pull from this garbage. Viper? Yeah. I will make the exotic deck, too. This is the Viper here. She's Tetraline, but she's exotic for yellow. It's a deck. That's the best way to put it. It's a deck. It's a low-cost deck, actually. There's always going to be budget decks in every set. Exotic is the budget set because it's solely rares, commons, and uncommons. There is not a single SR in the thing. You can play SRs, right? You can, but there's no point because you're only playing War Dress Exotic in the deck because they have cards that like search for those 2 affinities specifically. Leader. Okay, this is scary. I have seen 1 alt. I have 1 box left, not including the one I'm opening right now. Hopefully this is the 2-star in here. I'm kind of scared. There is cases I have seen unironically where they didn't have the 2-star. And that's actually really scary to me because holy fuck, I really bought a case for no 2-star. Granted, I got one of the best AP foils, so I'm happy with that. And the one I wanted. I want all of them, but yeah. Not pulling the 2-star would feel even worse. And there's a chance of that because I'm already at the bottom. And, oh, God, who knows? Crow, Snow White, Shifty, Cecil, Arena, Rappy, Maxwell. There's something in the back. Might be a rare, though. Ludmilla, Marianne. Okay. Hey, that's a nice alt, though. And also one that I need 2 more of because I have 1 already. Yeah, I'm just max running everything. Holy shit. I'm really going to be max running such a shitty set. This is so sad. I know it's so sad too. I'm really max running a deck that's so garbage. But I love Nikke so much. I can't help it. It's one of my favorite IPs. I'm so glad I discovered the game too. I remember discovering it when they had done a Nier Automata collaboration. I remember my friend introduced me to it. They're like, oh, check out this game they're doing Nier. I'm like, that's cool. Pulled 2B and A2 like off like the first few hits. It's been sticking with the game ever since, and it's been worth it. It's got such a strong story. The gameplay is garbage, but that's because it's based on a mobile game. But the story is just so fucking good. Also, that was the second alt art, which means there's no more alt arts in this box, which means it's in the very last box, and I'm really, 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 really scared because the way the distribution works, usually, at least from what I understand, is that when they're doing cards on the print line, when they're doing cards on the line, the fact that the AP foil was on the bottom means that there is a potential chance that the 2-star cut off from the case and then was put into another case, which is why you sometimes have cases with 2 2-stars. A case has 2 2-stars, it's still rare, but it does happen on the production line. And so then, well, that means that one person gets a case with no 2-stars in it, and that really sucks. The best case scenario for that is you hope no one buys the case, but that they just buy the boxes, right? And then at that point, you don't have to worry about 2-stars, because hey, fuck it. No one's going to know that there was no 2-star in that case. You just sold boxes on the normal. Uni. Okay. But yeah, this should hopefully have the 2-star. We're going to take more time. We're going to be a little careful. I'm so scared. This is literally the last box, too. I don't know. I should have the 2-star, but oh fuck, there's actually a good. Oh my god, there's actually a chance that there's not. This should have two. This should have 2 alts though. This should have 2 alts because I pulled a bunch of the 1 alts and I think I got all the 1 alt boxes. Granted, there's also a chance that this has no alts and I just get fucked in the mouth. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, Niece, Dorothy. Rappy, 1 star. I keep saying 2-star, bro. I need 1 more of those unironically. Pulling 2, that was crazy. Okay, that's 1 alt. This is actually really scary because I haven't pulled the 2-star yet. So, this should be a 2 alt box. But, okay, also at this rate, because of the way I've been pulling, there is 0 3-stars, by the way. The 3-stars is its own separate pool, but there is 0% chance of a 3-star now. Just because of the way I've been pulling. The fact that I'm only getting the hits at the very bottom of the box also means the 3-star is 100% not in this case. So, it's just based on, like, distribution and, like, pulls. And, like, the way that's... If it was in the... If I saw, like, the AP foil in the middle or at the top, maybe there's a chance. But the fact that the AP foil was at the bottom means there's a 0% chance of a 3-star. So, oh, God, I'm, like, freaking out. Oh, my God, I'm so close. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh boy, we are almost done with this. I see the back. It's a green card. That doesn't matter. All the 2-stars are actually pretty distinguishable too because the borders are sparkly. So, Alice, fucking cool. The dollars are common. Oh my god, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. That's a rare in the back. I saw it off the border. The Snow White. Pepper. Never mind. I thought I was speedrunning this, but I think my opening time is the same as my last video. So there has been no real difference. Helm, Lamilla, Haran. Oh, God. See, this is my problem. They should just do more altars. Look how many fucking rares I have in the case. The rares all generally drop down in price, too. So it's like, who cares, man? Just, fuck me. Pepper, Jackal, Niece. This event's actually pretty good, too. Draw a card and then reduce the AB cost of the next Niece you play. Well... You wouldn't really play it, but it's an interesting card. You just draw a card, and then your next Niece is like either free or you play the 5 cost Niece. Because realistically, you would play that into an AP restand, and then you play the 5/2 for 1 AP, and use an event this turn. So she would switch to active, and her effect on play is just a freeze something. So it's a setup for that, but no, unfortunately, just not worth teching in, just unless you're playing like a full Niece deck, but that's not even worth it. Okay, I pulled all the packs on one side. Oh my god, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I don't think there's a 2-star here. There's actually a good chance that there would be a new 2. I'm pretty sure I pulled all the 1 alts, unless I just got another one. There's a chance. Mordania, Viper, Encounter, Isabel, Noir, Wings of Paradise. Oh my god. God damn it. Okay. The no alts in this one. I just saw the back of it. The problem with the pull tabs is that the cards shift, so I can see what the back card is and tell what it is. Holy, yeah, it's Lapless. Okay, maybe I can open this more carefully. Back is not a 2-star either. It's a yellow card. I think it's a rare. Viper, Haran, Rappy, Noah, Maxwell, Encounter, Alice, yeah, Viper, Eleg. Oh my god, I have 4 more packs left. This is so fucking terrible. I guess it really hypes up the video. Jesus Christ. Crow. Time to slow down. Oh my god, my heart rate. If I was judging it right now, I would be fucking bad. Encounter. Neon. Maxwell AP. So that's the last AP. Oh my god, I have 3 packs left. Holy shit, there's actually a chance of there being no 2-star in this fucking box. I just saw the back. It's a rare. Yeah, there's actually a chance. Oh my god, there's actually no 2-star in this set. Holy shit. There's no 2-star in this case. Oh my fucking god. This is like super bad. Yeah, there's 2 packs left. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Holy fucking shit. There's actually a chance of there being no 2-stars. Oh my god. That's actually a reality. Holy fucking god. I'm killing myself. Okay. Oh my god. That's a rare in the back. It's a rare. Haran, noise. Oh my god, there's actually no 2-star in this case. Holy shit, I actually got scammed. Yeah. God, this is the last pack. There's no 2-star in this case, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Rapunzel. Oh my god, there's no 2-star. I'm actually killing myself on the spot. You're gonna see my actual death on camera. I'll make sure like my mom like uploads my video. Soda. Okay. The Ark. Dollar. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Okay, this is... Oh, thank god. Oh my god, I was gonna fucking kill myself. Holy shit. I was actually gonna kill myself. Holy shit. I would just gone to the nearest gun store and shot my brains out. There's no 2-star. And it's green. It's rupee. That's... I mean, I pulled the 2-star, so I'm still happy. At least it wasn't a fucked case, but another rupee. That feels so ass. Okay, well, I mean, I still pulled like the best AP foil, but pulling another rupee. I'm granted I played like 3 in my deck, but well, no, I played like 2 or 3. Yeah, it's not even max. Oh my god. Well, I pulled the same 2-star that I had pulled already on the. Cases are different, at least in terms of the hits, but yeah, those are my alts. Pulling these early is probably the indicator, I guess, when you see these really early on, but pulling the Vipers, Scarlets, and Alice, so I need 3 more Alices, I think 3 more Vipers, actually, and then 2 more Scarlets, because the last one I pulled was the Anise, and the other one, forgot, but okay, that's it for the pulls. At this point, we're done buying boxes, probably, unless I gamble more, I guess. Fuck. I know stores who have not had the 2-stars hit, but... God, it's such a gamble. Okay, well, thank you for watching the video, I guess. Oh my god, I was gonna pass the fuck out. I will be doing another video. Not tonight, because it's already 10 o'clock, and I don't want to do it. I'll do another video talking about the storage boxes. I think that actually warrants a discussion, because I think the idea is good, but the execution is... actually one of the worst executions ever. But that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I actually cannot believe it was a 2-star in the last pack. I guess that does make it kind of hype, but holy shit. I will see you guys tomorrow, probably, when I upload that next video. I'll probably do the storage box discussion, and I'll do the market discussion tomorrow, since Wednesday's appropriate, since Friday's the official release and stuff. But yes, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.